It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog.
Are you ready to get down to business? Join seasoned entrepreneur, community leader, and Army veteran Scott Shalom Klein, who will take you behind the scenes with those who work in America's small business scene and speak with leaders making an impact, creating jobs, and telling their story in entrepreneurship. So let's get down to business. On AM 560, The Answer, here's your host, Shalom Klein.
And indeed, we're all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship and business. We talk a lot about business. You're on with Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein. Remember, you can always get on my website, syklein.com, or, of course, follow me on Twitter. But we're also on all of your favorite podcast apps. We're going to kick off the program with a very special guest. I am excited to talk with Jeff Dunaway of Dunaway Brothers, an incredible entrepreneur, business leader, and we're going to talk all about the growth of Dunaway Brothers and their latest acquisition of Sandwich Millworks. And very excited for this conversation. Dunaway Brothers has positioned itself as a leader in the construction and home improvement sectors, specializing in carpentry and decorating. They're known for their unwavering commitment to quality and client satisfaction. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us on the program. It's truly a pleasure to have you.
Hey, I appreciate you taking the time and having me. It really is an honor.
Absolutely. So I always love to get to know the person behind the microphone. If you don't mind, Jeff, tell me a little bit about yourself and your business. When and why did you start your company?
Well, first of all, the rumors are true. I am a fantastic dancer, so we can get that out of the way. So I'm 40 years old, born and raised in St. Charles, Illinois. And the upbringing was, very blue-collar family. Father was a mechanic, mother was a nurse, uncles, grandpas, all in the trades. And, we really started this journey about 19 years ago. My brother David and myself got out of college, really had nothing to lose, literally nothing, and, decided to take a shot on ourselves. And that's when we started Dunaway Brothers.
All right. And that's great that's a fascinating background and story. So definitely a very cool acquisition. I actually want to talk about acquisition because that's something many of our listeners are curious about. What was the process into acquiring Sandwich, and why? Why is the big question, I guess.
For us in this acquisition, it was really a two-way endeavor. I think timing was, a very important part of it for both parties. We did have a past history with Sandwich as one of our vendors. We actually bought windows, doors, and trim from. And so we definitely had to trust. Kind of came out of nowhere with just them looking to, move their career path, the owner, John Knurr, and us looking to diversify. We as a company started in the residential market, and, essentially this brings us really back to our roots in that sector. So for us, it was we were looking to diversify a little bit more into selling some products and not so heavy commercialized, and that's kind of where and why it happened.
Yeah, and again, I'm chatting with Jeff Dunaway from Dunaway Brothers, who, again, the company that's been positioning themselves as a leader in the construction home improvement sectors. We've been chatting about the acquisition of Sandwich Millworks, which is fantastic. And Jeff, I know your company is about to celebrate a 20-year birthday, which is huge.
Yeah.
It's absolutely huge. And I'm curious, as you have your crystal ball for the next 10 years or so, what are some of the things that you're looking at, both in the industry as a whole, but also your business in particular?
Definitely, I think since COVID, it's that was really a game changer for everybody. And to have that 10 or 20-year plan, I think definitely led us to really wanting to diversify. We have a fantastic foothold in what we do, and we do it very well. And it starts with just our team. Our culture is very important to us. and our people are. We are who our people are. We understand that. We understood that a long time ago. So we really focus on the people that work here and at Sandwich and Dunaway together. So high quality individuals, as we refer to. So as far as the outlook goes, nobody knows. Like I said, it definitely strength and diversification, and really having a long-term focus, and that really just brings you to do things correct. Having a solid reputation, that's everything. Making sure you do it once. Customer service, your clients, your people that work for you. So I think all of those things has attributed to our success, and are going to continue us down that path. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty exciting. And, Jeff, one of the things I always love to talk to any of our entrepreneurial guests about, in particular, companies like yours that are growing 20 years in the making and continuing to innovate and continuing to evolve, which is very, very exciting, is, if you can roll back the clock 20 years ago, I'm sure it was not all rainbows and butterflies. And in fact, many of our listeners to this program on Get Down to Business are just getting started. Jeff, do you have any words of wisdom for them so they can perhaps skip some of the challenges that you may have had along the way?
I'm not sure that they're going to skip any challenges, but obviously you control what you can. You keep your nose to the grindstone, and that long term just perseverance, and know you're going to fail, you're going to mess up. You just need to learn from it and move on. And really, I'd say the ultimate thing is you need to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals or meet your goals, and have a plan. I mean, clearly. So things aren't going to go smoothly all the time. I mean, even today, it's challenging. You have to learn to adapt, self-reflect, look at yourself, and identify what you aren't good at, and fix those things, and focus on one thing at a time. When you do start trying to fix those things, you can't fix everything at once, I would say. So.
Yeah, well, that's words of wisdom right there. Again, I'm chatting with Jeff Dunaway from Dunaway Brothers. They are about to celebrate their 20 years in business, and celebrating it with, as we have said, a rumor that has been confirmed. They are acquiring Sandwich Millworks, which has been around for over a quarter century. And Jeff, we are quickly coming to the conclusion of our conversation. I'm curious, in particular, in your line of work, what are some door and window trends that you're seeing, and what are some of the calls that you're receiving regarding homeowners that what they are looking for their home renovation projects?
Yeah, so as far as the door and window just outlook and what people are looking for, it's really colors are black is a really big hot color right now, interior, exterior. And I would say the biggest thing is just bringing that view, that outside view inside. So really making your openings larger, your windows bigger. You have 3 single hungs to, all now big windows. So it's those are the things I'd say that are pretty trendy and what people are trying to do right now.
That's great. Jeff, congratulations on the acquisition. Congratulations on, again, 20 years in business and the continued growth that you and the team at Dunaway Brothers are experiencing now together with Sandwich. As you said, that's some pretty impressive growth. And Jeff, I want to give the last minute back over to you to make sure our listeners can get a hold of you and your team if they want to discuss their projects or maybe just follow up on any of the aspects from our conversation here today. How can they do that?
Absolutely. So there's 2 websites you can go to. First one is just our name, DunawayBrothers.com. Second one is SandwichMillworks.com. You can certainly follow us on social media as well, Facebook, Instagram. We'd love for anybody to come out and see our new showroom that we built out in Sugar Grove. And just look us up. Give us a Google search.
Fantastic. Jeff Dunaway, thank you so much for being on the program with us and and celebrating your growth with all of us here on Get Down to Business. I look forward to continuing to follow your story and that of your team over the coming months and years. And we've got a lot more in store for you this week on Get Down to Business. We're going to be chatting with some pretty amazing people, entrepreneurs throughout the program. Every minute of Get Down to Business is jam-packed with content and information you won't want to miss. And in fact, all of the 10 years of our shows are available on your favorite podcast app. Really any app that you can find, whether it's Apple, Google, Spotify, Get Down to Business is there. And the easiest way to ensure you don't miss an episode, regardless of where you're traveling, is to get on the app and search for Get Down to Business. Please just make sure you subscribe, rate, review, and share. It makes it even easier for your colleagues and friends and business partners to find us as well. Again, search for Get Down to Business, rate, review, and share. And as always, you get on my website, syklein.com, syklein.com, as well as all of your social media platforms. Again, Get Down to Business will be back in just a moment. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. We'll be right back.